Hey, Caesar from Lightwerkz here. Thanks for tuning into the channel and the video. Today we have an interesting new product that we are going to be offering. We got the Morimoto full setup on the right hand side. That's the D2S 4.0 projector. It's the newest and Morimoto's best unit currently. And we are in June 2017. It's the ballast. It's got a separate igniter, a D2S igniter. You can see an amp version as well, but that connects to the D2S projector. And you got a nice little small ballast on the right hand side, igniter, projector. That's your full HID setup besides the bulb, which is located in the back of the projector. And on the left hand side, we have the new i.Lens by LED projector system. The system is comprised of just the LED projector and a little power driver. So if we compare it to that ballast, just for size reference, you can see the difference there. It's about probably 50% smaller. I think the reason why we are comparing these two units, one is HID, one is LED, it's never going to be apples to apples, but we haven't been impressed with a projector like we are with this one. So we're going to be doing a full comparison video. And I like this unit compared against these two because you can see they're nearly the same exact size. They both thread on. Thread on mount means you can drop it into an H7, H4 easily, and all other options if you do a little bit of modification and use the plates and the hardware that it comes with. They both have clear lenses. They got black lens holder frames, both what's considered 3-inch lens, or right around there. They're both dual function, low and high beam. So that's the movable shield on the Morimoto unit that changes from low to high beam output. In the LED unit, it's a little bit more hidden, but there is a movable shield with a solenoid. So I can show you the solenoid on the bottom here. That's the solenoid. It's a little solenoid right there. The Morimoto one has a much larger one. Doesn't mean better or worse, but that's just how they're designed. And you can see the thread on mount real nice here. You can see. So that comes with the appropriate hardware. They both have Bixenon pigtails, and that'll connect your high beam output. Interestingly enough, this one has a fan on the bottom of it, and it is pretty audible actually when it's running, so that's pretty interesting. Obviously no fan on the HID unit. We've been using those for years. And if you notice too, both projectors actually use the same mounting frame. So G5R, Morimoto D2S 4.0, and now the i.Lens by LED unit also has that same frame, which means a few things. If you know this unit fits in a certain light, this one's going to fit in the same light. If you have any units that use that bolt pattern, it's going to drop right in. All the brackets available on our website for this projector, Morimoto D2S 4.0, the G5R, and now the bi-LED are going to actually be compatible. So there is a lot of cross-compatibility between these two units despite them being, powered up by different things. LED unit definitely does not get as hot either. You'll burn your hand on this HID bowl after running for a few minutes. You won't be able to hold it. LED unit runs a lot more cooler. Anyways, we're going to go to our wall. We're going to do a Lux test. We're going to do a low and high beam output test. Bring everything over. Shut off the lights in a second. And we're going to power everything up. Brand new HID system and brand new Morimoto D2S projector out of the box. So Morimoto XB 5500 Kelvin bulbs. Morimoto 35 watt XB ballasts. And we're powering off a 12 volt power supply that we have set up here. So the LED unit just uses that driver. It does not require anything else. There's no ballast, there's no bulb. The LEDs are mounted underneath this reflector cup there. And so you're going to first notice that the LED is instant on, and the HID takes time to warm up and stabilize. shut off the lights. We have skylights here in the shop, so there is a little bit of ambient light left over, and it is in the middle of the day. Fire up both units at the same time. We're going to let them warm up. We'll check out the warm-up time, as we call it. Morimoto XP 5500 Kelvin bulbs. You can see any HID bulb that first warms up, it's going to be very blue. Even if it's the 4300 Kelvin, stabilizes, it's going to get to a nice warmer color. So the LED is pretty much instant, unlike the HID system, which we're going to see it takes, it takes about 30 seconds to a minute to fully warm up and kind of stabilize, and then it's still doing its thing for another minute or two. So I'm going to come to the front here and just discuss the color with you guys. That HID is going to change over its lifetime. When you first get it, to 3 years to 5 years, it's going to change in color and intensity. The LED unit will most likely stay the same color and the same intensity throughout its life. It's strange because it's making the LED unit look a lot warmer than it is, but that's just the white balance on the camera. It is a nice pure white 5000 Kelvin color. So now we've got them fully warmed up. Can we show the width on these two units? Looks like the Morimoto edges it out a little bit on the extreme edges. Let's say the other side. Spread them out a little bit. And roughly about the same as well on the right-hand side. They have a different beam pattern, and it kind of falls off on the LED. The HID keeps going. Let's do a Lux test now. Once again, Morimoto XB 5500 Kelvin bulb and 35 watt ballast, and a brand new unmodified D2S 4.0 projector. So we're hitting 411, 413. And can we see the LED unit now? So we're hitting about 419, 418, 415. As far as I'm concerned, the intensity is exactly the same. They just have a different beam pattern. One thing you will notice is the LED unit has a ton of color. It's got a slope shield. I think you want to call that ECE cutoff, more of a European style cutoff, which a lot of people prefer because they find the D2S 4.0 step up is a little bit too high. You got a ton of color there. And you do on the Morimoto unit as well. You got a ton of color. You can even modify it further. I'm not sure, we haven't played with this unit enough to know if you can modify it for more or for more clarity. But I do know out of the box with the clear lens, I think it's the way the shield is designed, it's a little bit thick. It's not as crisp, but you do have a nice amount of color coming off the unit. So you can see that color flicker right there. And can we see the high beam mode? So low beam, high beam. It's not bad. I mean, I think a lot of the light designed in this LED unit is made for the low beam. The D2S is actually quite the opposite. It opens up and it exposes much more light in high beam mode. So that's why you kind of drop the shield and you play with it to expose more light in the low beam mode. But this unit is what it is. It's hitting about 100 more lux, so about 25% more in high beam mode. I know for a fact that the Morimoto probably hits about, the Morimoto unit hits about probably, double. And in this one, you're just hitting another 100 lux, so you're looking at another 25%. So there is a difference in high beam performance and high beam mode. There's no question about it. But for an LED unit, this one hangs with top projectors. It exceeds many of the OEM HID projectors. I think it's going to be a great contender. If you guys have any questions, you can email us. It's info@lightwerkz.net. You can call us, you can talk to us, check out our website. This product will be available shortly. Thanks for watching.